Hi, it's Rob Fisher from RedStack here. Thanks for joining us for today's webinar on Productivity Now and our e-learning solutions. We're very lucky today to have Todd Stewart from Imagine It in North America giving up his evening to present the portal for us. So some of you may recall that we were Imagine It Technologies for a while, and in the last couple of years we've rebranded from Imagine It back to RedStack. But we still work very closely together and still provide a lot of the Imagine It products and services. So the Productivity Now e-learning portal being one of those. So being North America's largest Autodesk reseller, they have a fantastic team and some great resources that we're still able to tap into and make use of. So Todd's been doing in the Autodesk support world, originally with Avitech and then moving into Imagine It for about 15 years and manages the solution center over there, and they have quite a large team of technical experts that keep Todd busy, and he does a fantastic job. So if you have any questions as we go along, you can type those into your chat window. We'll be happy to answer those. If we get the opportunity, I'll try and answer them as we go along. Otherwise, we will take questions at the end. I'm also recording this session today, so you will receive a link following the presentation to the recording if there's anything you wanted to review or pass on to any other team members. So Todd, I'm going to hand over to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, welcome and good morning. I am Todd Stewart. I am the Solution Center Manager for Imagine It Technologies, like Robert was saying, out of North America. And we're very happy to present this offering here today and give you just an overview and a demonstration on the offering of our e-learning. We've made a lot of changes and updates and things that have improved your experience and overall learning ability through blending the best books from Ascent, who is the official training guide of Autodesk software, along with the best video series from CADLearning. And so as those are blended together in one learning management system, along with quizzes and searchability, we believe that learning as you need, when you need it, on any desktop that you can reach the internet and log in is absolutely a huge value. And so today what we're going to do is I'm going to start into the portal itself. We have where every user is registered and sent a temporary login. If you're not sure what that is, but you can use the forgot password with your email address, you'll be emailed a reset for the password. When you log in, you're going to see a few different options that get you to your courses. At the beginning, you're going to see a few simple ideas of your courses. The LMS admin is only for myself. I apologize on this one. I don't know how that got in there, but the home, the My Courses, and from there you can click through and get to your learning courses, such as if you are in the, let's say, building design suite, infrastructure design suite, product design suite, any of those from Autodesk, then you will have access to those courses that we have available or have written right here. And so the first thing to know is that this is on a learning management system. What we look at is how far, how much progress, when you had the last usage. We can do reporting on these. If you want a report of how much usage you're getting out of the system from your users, we can do that. We can set up a weekly or monthly or any kind of report. We also can report on the quizzes, the grades, a summary, or a very detailed. So as we look through this, you're going to see a lot of different software. And this is a demo account. And so I have a little bit of everything. Gives you a good understanding. We have over 100 courses in our learning management system, our portal here. And so you have a lot of possibilities for a user to learn not only the basics, but also advanced classes or different years. So to show that, the AutoCAD itself is one that I normally will jump into to kind of give a baseline or a view of what we're talking about. Everywhere throughout this learning management or this portal, down in the lower right, you're able to search the content. I don't recommend searching it at the highest level and typing in the word line or something very common throughout the software packages, but as you drill down and you say, I'm running 2015 or I'm running 2016 AutoCAD, it will narrow the search criteria from thousands and thousands of chapters to what you're really looking for and what product you're in. So even in the AutoCAD, you noticed a moment ago there were 2015, 16. Also, we keep up with the Autodesk plan that if you're on subscription, you don't have to be running the latest version. So we look at what courses we have available for 2014, maybe you're running 2013. 2012 has now dropped off, but we have some customers that requested we leave it in there for a while, so we went ahead and did that. So going back, in the 2016 version, we have a lot of different courses. So not only, like I mentioned earlier, the fundamentals, we have the update class, we have fundamentals, we have advanced. So if you want to talk about drawing and modeling or 3D drawing and modeling, advanced course, those are available also. Down here at the bottom is a quiz collection. What that means is you can go and maybe do a pre-test or a pre-quiz of an entire update book. And in that, you will see all the questions that we will ask going through the course chapter by chapter. Because when you're in the course, we do break down the quiz questions per chapter. This may be a good thing to go through to get a baseline, kind of what your knowledge is before you start going through the courses themselves. That's what a lot of companies will do, is establish that baseline. It isn't anything negative. It's absolutely just to find out what your knowledge is. And then at the end of the training, what is it improved? Do you go from a 40% to a 75% or 100%? When you look at these courses, you will see a few different icons. One will be just a book. That means that there is, this is the Ascent course material, the book itself. Some of them will have a book with a video, like a play button. That means we have merged the course from Ascent, the book itself, and embedded videos throughout the entire book. And so the course itself has hundreds of videos. We have thousands of videos throughout all of our hundreds of courses. And so there is a lot of information. And so I'm going to jump down here into Fundamentals Part 2, and we're going to have the video enhanced. In here, you're going to see the donuts. And in the donuts, you're going to notice that's progression. That goes back to the learning management system tracking, how much you've done. We've really done nothing here other than 0%. But as we go down through here, you're going to see these turning from blue to green as we go down through the course. I'm just going to jump into a chapter here. Everything in here is online, available 24/7. You can bring this up in one of your monitors. I assume most people today do have 2 monitors. If you don't, then you can minimize and bring it back up when you're needing to look at your AutoCAD. And so ideally, if you have 2 monitors, you can place this on one of them and have your AutoCAD running on the next. In here, you'll see that you can jump from page to page to page, or down at the bottom as you get down through the page itself, you're able to read and jump to the next page. This over here on the left side, or excuse me, the right side, is where you can jump from on the page itself. If there's something that is interesting you, it is a subsection element of the chapter. You can jump down there also. So many different ways to jump around in the course to find what you're looking for very quickly. As you can see here, this is a video. This is from CADLearning. We have embedded these throughout the book. It is not a verbatim reading what's in the book here. CADLearning has their own spin and their own technique for doing the videos that helps you in a dual learning environment now. And so this is only a couple minutes long, and most of these are 5 or so minutes or less. And so they're very quick, very efficient, that follows along the same topics that we're reading up above here, creating a custom workspace. It is also talking about that and teaching you. If you don't want to see it in the small frame window here, then you can jump this into a very large full screen window in a separate tab or window or tab, excuse me. So I don't know if you'll hear real well on this, but this is our first video. Workspaces are sets of menus, toolbars, palettes, and ribbon control panels. So I'm not going to jump through the whole lesson there of video, but as you can see, it is an instructor. You're seeing their screen. They're walking through the instruction that we're talking about in the topic of the course book itself. When you get done through each of these chapters, you will see again, many videos and lots of illustrations. Some people learn comprehensive, some people learn visual, and some are hands-on. So as we go through these chapters, you will find that there are data downloads, so you're not touching or messing with your production data. These are ones that help you download a zip file, extract it to your desktop or to your specified file, and then open it in AutoCAD and work through the exercise. So you are actually doing what's on the screen. So we have 3 different learning styles now, and it's the only course in the industry that has this ability. And so we are very proud of that. We're very happy to be able to work with RedStack and give them access to this course and video library for you as customers, because this is truly a very extensive, picks and clicks along with, an instructor video. The next best thing, it will never replace the classroom training, but we want to make this the best out there. So as we go down through each one of these, you will see as we get down through the course, there is a quiz. This is one thing that you'll notice if you jump out of the quiz or out of the course here, you'll notice it takes a couple seconds. What it's doing is writing to that database so that it can track what we're doing. And I wanted to show you here is it shows me that I've gone through this chapter. Now, as I launch the quiz, it's going to be a multiple guess, and we do require 75% or higher. And so in the industry, most people only use 20% of the program for their job itself. And I'm not reading anything, by the way. I was just clicking. But as you get a 75%, considering you only use 25% of the program, then that's pretty darn good. We really believe that if you can go through here and you can get that level of knowledge from the course, then you're able to efficiently increase your, I should say, increase your efficiency, and that gives you your return on investment. And that is truly what we're looking to do here, is help you become more efficient in the tool that you're using every day. And this is no different than I always make the analogy that even though a large equipment driver, they don't know how to drive all the equipment. They have to have the same training as we do for the software that we are using to build a tool or build what we're looking to do. It is a tool to do that. We absolutely look at every quiz. We look at the amount of accuracy here, 50%. It's going to tell me I need to retake this quiz because I need a 75% to pass. If I get out of here, it's going to show that it will show the 50%, but it will also show me a red X showing that I need to pass that quiz. The last part of this that is very helpful is that search. Even if you go through the entire course, or maybe you do the fundamentals, or maybe you're working on the advanced, 6 months down the road, you need to remember what you were working on. You can search in here for anything. It is all indexed. So dynamic blocks, within a minute, you have all the references for dynamic block that is in this fundamentals part 2 metric units. Everything in here, you're able to bookmark or print that page. I can show you that in a moment, but you can, in your bookmarks, maybe create an e-learning folder and start putting in there the things that are important to you, that if you want to reference how to work with dynamic blocks or certain aspects of AutoCAD, 3-6 months down the road, you're able to quickly go to that topic and find it through your favorites. In the printing itself, like I mentioned, you can print a page, but you can't print the entire book. It is too much. And it's meant to be electronic so you can search it. The last thing we want to talk about in here, and I'm waiting for that search, it may be we're doing maintenance here right now after 6 o'clock in the evening US time, but there is video only, video and course, book and book only type courses. And so we're able to add video as we work with CADLearning. Our intention is to add it to every book. We've been in partnership for a few months now, or maybe 3 to 6 months, and we've already covered this much ground. So as we move forward, we are committed to adding video to pretty much every book we have, and maybe have only video or only book for the outlying ones that CADLearning does produce that we won't. So in here, are there any other things I want to look at? For some reason, our search is slow right now. It normally will take less than 30 seconds, but of course, during a demonstration in the evening, when they're probably doing maintenance on the database or adding things at night, I'm going to have to hold it or kill it. So going back to my plan and what we have here at the top level, every course is absolutely prior versions. It has, by product, multiple versions, multiple courses. We have a per user, year-long, annual plan, and from there, you're able to use this as a resource as well. Robert, are there any chat or anything in there now that we can look at to answer?
No questions at the moment. If anyone does have any questions, just feel free to type those in for us and we'll be happy to answer those. So just while he's doing that, we have Nicola working with us. Some of you may have spoken to her. She just joined us recently and she does a lot of the work with ProductivityNOW and our e-learning solution. So if you do have any questions later or there's anything that you want to know, your pricing, or you want to go ahead and purchase or have a deeper look at it, anything following this webinar that you want to follow up, if there's not someone that you already deal with at RedStack, then give us a call and Nicola will be happy to help you out. But, yeah, if you do have any questions, we're happy to answer them now. Just type them into that chat window and we'll be happy to assist. Looks like you're back up and running.
Is there any particular products that people are interested in looking at? Civil 3D, we do have multiple. Inventor, the Civil 3D is a very, I'm going to go to 2015 here just because it probably has quite a few, but we have fundamentals, we have surveyors, grading.
I know we've got a few AEC people on, so maybe you have a look at Revit.
Yep. One of the nice things we have with Revit that I'm very happy about is that in the Revit and the AEC, we also have not only Revit with all the different MEP, we do have a video series on that now that we're very happy to introduce this year. Also, actually AutoCAD MEP is what I'm thinking of. We do have the Revit MEP, but the other thing that's very nice is this Revit platform has additional courses on BIM management, Revit for collaboration, and the project manager course. Those are extremely nice. We have a lot of interest in those because those are the things that help the management, or the project managers don't really need to know how to do design. They just want to know how to get around the program. The templates and families, we dive into those more intricately for the BIM management, the people that are designated to building those types of content, let's say. The last one, the collaboration tools, that's basically, how do we set up to work with with each other internally and externally. So the last thing here we want to look at, there is Revit, like I mentioned, the individual products of MEP, architecture, and
do you want to look at Revit MEP? We had a request for Revit MEP. Do you want to look at that one?
Okay, there it is. And so we also have structural. And so if we look at, and I'm just going to grab 2015, just again, because I know all the courses. We have Fundamentals, the Imperial, and Metric. And then they can also work on the same kind of thing with the family creation, template creation, those courses. We also have the inventor side, any mechanical manufacturing. We do have a lot of courses on, advanced and different things for the inventor or manufacturing world. Which is, we also, by the way, InfraWorks. Not sure, Robert, how things are coming off or taking off in the Australian side, or what you are seeing as adoption. But we are seeing a lot of InfraWorks adoption here in North America. So right here is the update class for Inventor, Introduction, Advanced Part, Advanced Assembly, Sheet Metal, Mixed, iLogic, Cable and Harness, Tube and Pipe. I'm floored at how much we have in here for Inventor or manufacturing. A lot of content for the one price, and it is as much as you, it'll take you a while, but as much as you want to learn, you can actually do that. That's one of our very advanced ones. So InfraWorks, I don't know how that's working for you there, Robert, but we are building content constantly because they're updating it all the time. So here's a video and course, the book on InfraWorks, if you're looking to get introduced to that. Any other questions or anything before we jump out of the demonstration here?
Just having a look at questions coming through.
Question?
Just a question about the content that we get. So you're not restricted to a particular year, right? So everyone that,
no,
once you get your subscription, you get access to all years?
Yes, and we do like to narrow it down, Robert, to what products that pertain to them. I don't think anyone wants to see Inventor when they're working in Civil 3D or Revit. It's really not something that they're interested in, so we try to narrow the amount of programs that you see, not the versions, not the courses under the versions, but the actual products. We do like to narrow that down so you're not seeing, things that don't pertain to you and what you own.
You should get everything that's in the suite, right? So if you're a AEC person, if you've got the building design suite, all the products in the highest level suite you would have access to?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Now we do have Vault and we have vehicle tracking now also. That was another thing I wanted to bring up. Plant, if you're using that for plant design, Navisworks. Pretty much everything that we can write courses for, you'll have access to. And if you don't see something, you can always request it and say, can you add that into my profile?
Have they all been updated for 2016 versions, or are some still in development?
For what program? A lot of these are already out for, if we look at, let's say, going back to Revit architecture here, we do have the 2016 out. I was just showing 2015 because not everyone's in 2016 right now. A lot of people hold off, but as you can see, we do have the architecture fundamentals and the conceptual design there, and so we do have those available.
Excellent.
If we go back to the courses themselves, and I believe, Robert, you're going to be working on having a list or keeping an updated list of the courses that are being published from our marketing here at Imagine It. We're going to replicate that onto your site.
Yeah, that's happening now. So there is a list of all the courses that you can get on our website under the support section, Productivity Now. You can find that there at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that will give you a full listing of every course that and it's updated every week or month. I get emails when the Ascent team is publishing a new course to this database or learning management system.
All right, we don't have any further questions, so I think you've covered it all very well. Thank you very much, Todd.
Yes. If you want, if there's any extra questions or anything after, please let me know, and I'd be happy to help you answer those, Robert, or get the right person involved.
Great. Well, thanks everyone for your time, for joining us today. If you do have any questions or you'd like further information, pricing, or you'd like to sign up and start using the e-learning tool, then get in contact with us. We'll be happy to assist. And of course, we do have our other training options as well. It's not just the e-learning. We have training centres throughout Australia, and we can offer in-person training either in the classroom style, or we can customize training to suit your individual needs. So we can have custom curriculum, or just teach specific sections that you may want to know one-on-one in training or mentoring. All those options are available. So if you're looking to make greater use of the software that you have, then get in contact with us and we'll come up with a solution that's going to work for you. I'll let everyone go and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining us, and keep an eye out for a link to the recording that'll go up on our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get an email notification when it goes live immediately. Otherwise, I will send an email out with a link to it when it's ready.